for Vinegar Tom, the first moment that I chose was changing the scene from the 1600s to two professors who were lecturing about how insignificant and dumb women are at the end of the play. And I chose it because I thought it was a very drastic change from the scenery throughout the whole play, seeing, like I said, it was from the 1600s to present day with a blackboard and pants and dress shirts and everything. And it hasn't been done in any of the plays that I've seen, so it kind of stuck out to me and shocked me as an audience member because it made me want to pay attention to the lines the characters were saying so I could understand why they made this drastic change and like what the purpose was in their storytelling. And it seems that it was just to present these ideas about women's roles being inferior in the 1600s and the fact that that's just adapted to our time period now and stuff hasn't really changed in terms of women being inferior to men. So it contributed to the storytelling because it showed that feminism in the 1600s is still applicable in the present. The professors in this scene told us that women are flighty and they're unimportant, and those ideas were expressed throughout the whole play, and seeing as like they only saw women as slaves or people to make butter or bear children, and they all have to do this while refraining from acting like whores according to the men. So it made the storytelling of the play very relatable despite the setting, and it downgraded the status of women across all time periods. It also showed that feminism is like a never-ending fight that we have to keep engaging in, even though it's 2019, like about 400 years after the Salem witch trials. The second moment that I chose was in the beginning of the play when the man who was dressed in all dark was engaging in sexual acts with Alice, and he claimed that he was a devil and that she was a whore. And I chose it because it was relatable to some present day situations just in general in which a woman is very attached to a man and he ends up not showing as much affection as he should. And it shows a need for feminism to demonstrate to Alice that she doesn't need a man despite what societal norms are telling her, because this man in particular called her a whore and he straight up said that he was the devil. And it made me realize the importance for women empowerment since men and societal norms have total control over Alice and the other female characters in this play. So, the moment kicked off the play with the negative impression on all men, which did affect the storytelling, and it was appropriate since all the men had these awful attitudes towards the women. And it shows the obsession that women have with having a man and that their status is lower if they don't have a husband or children or a family. And Alice is known as a whore, and the play becomes very relatable to the audience since all members of the audience have gone through the conflict in which they wonder what is wrong with them that drove them away from a significant other, calling for the need for female empowerment and support.